Hello Animorphs fans and welcome back to the Animorphs Reviews YouTube channel. Today we're doing another one of these episodes where we look at a bunch of designs for something in Animorphs and decide how did it compare to how we saw it in our heads as we're reading the book. Bit of a long-winded way of saying it, but I can't really think of a better way of saying it. So we've got a collection of designs here on my computer, which I'll be whacking up on the screen, diddly-doo-dab. And I'm gonna tell you which one best suits how I see the Chee. And in the comments you can do the same. Say which of the images you see today best describes how you would see the Chee in your head canon. That's how we're doing it. That's how we've always done it. And need I say more? So there are a bunch of artist interpretations here. And I'm going to leave links to these pictures on with the artist profile in the description. So I won't say the artist names here because I've got a memory like a sieve. It's just not going to happen. But it will be in the description. So if you like any of the images, go check out the artists. We've also got a couple of images from the TV series where we got sort of full images of the Chee. But without further ado, let's get into it. This is the first one. I know that they know the artist for this one. This is from Monster Man. Seen a few Monster Man pictures before. Very good artist. Now what we see here is two creatures. The one on the left is the Pemalites, which were described as very dog-like. In fact, dogs were descended sort of from Pemalites. So of course they will look very similar, except they're bipedal, which is what's been put across here. And beside the Pemalite, that is the depiction of the Chee. It's even got the little tongue sticking out. Very bronzy, very brown in colour. Now the Chee are described as having sort of like crisscrossed armour plating sort of thing. And I think we do see some examples of that. And this goes some way of going there. You've got these bumpy bits, the bumpy brown bits around the collar, around the biceps and the thighs. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be that crisscrossy bit. It looks quite bumpy. I do love the tongue sticking out. And I like the head too, with the slits for the eyes and the nose. Very dog-like in appearance. And I think it's pretty good. I picture them more silver in colour though, personally. And we do see some examples of that. Next up is this one, more silver. And this was an Animorphs Aliens hashtag. This one it's got interwoven golden bits going down certain parts of the body. Much more human or dog quotation marks in the face, so the nose and the eyes and the ears, as opposed to the last picture. Bigger pupils, so it looks friendlier in multiple ways. Very human torso. Take off the head and that is a human torso. Probably a bit too human for my liking, but I like the colour scheme going on here. That looks like one of those like fursuits, except metal. Then there's this chap going in the opposite direction. Very, very interesting design. Great art, by the way. I love the style and I also love the design. Clearly a very skilled artist. Great stuff. Almost got a dog's skull thing going on with the jaw, like the teeth, and it's got ribs. It hasn't got the interlocking like chainmail type plates that it's described as having in the book, so it's missing that aspect. But I love the inventiveness that's gone on here. I absolutely love it. I don't see him like this way. This is probably the picture I least... What's the word? What is the word I'm looking for there? So out of all the images I got today, this is the least likely to be how I see it in my head. I'll say it that way. But it doesn't mean I don't appreciate a good design and a good bit of imagination when I see it. It looks really freaky as well. But tell you what, it is quite close to how the TV series made it look, which is quite interesting. Whether the artist here took the TV series design as an inspiration, that's the artist's to explain. Go to the link in the description to find the artist. Next up, this one. Very strange, but I do appreciate it. And I can't for the life of me think what the design stems from, because it's got like the dots for eyes. I think it's a Pokemon. Because I remember it was in the 3rd generation. It was like the Moltres, Articuno and Zapdos of that generation. It was like the rock and ice monster. It's got eyes like them, which is an interesting design. Not a bad design in any sense. Very human below that, including the hands and the torso here. Very mechanical, very mechanical. Again, not quite how I see them, but I appreciate the design. Do you see the Chee like that? Let me know, and leave a like in the process. YouTube stuff, yada yada. Let's move on. This is one of my favourites. It's definitely got the chainmail interlocking metal pieces thing going on. It looks very alien, but at the same time, it has got that dog feel to it. I love this one. It's up there. It's possibly my favourite of the bunch, and close to how I depict, or how I see, the Chee in my head when I'm reading the books. It's something about the thin shins, the really thin lower legs there. The chainmail look of it, the alien-looking technology, which I think is very appropriate. These yellow eyes, the ears coming out the back, these teeth here, it's a fascinating design, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, that's my favourite, I think. But we've still got a couple more examples, including this one. And I'm pretty sure, my dear, do you remember, was there like a dog toy that looked like that?
Yeah.
What was it called?
I don't remember.
But it looked like that, didn't it?
Yeah.
With the black visor on the head.
It was one of those pet dog things.
I think my brother had one.
Yeah.
A long time ago, probably like 15, 20 years ago. So I like the incorporation of that. I think that was what they had in mind. And I'm not sure if it's an entirely serious depiction in that regards. I think it's sort of like when we had the Kirby Taxons. But I adore fun pictures and little almost crossovers. So I appreciate this design. It's really quite enjoyable. And I think the next one's... Oh no, TV series is later at the end. Later towards the end. Can I get out of this? Ah, yes. I've got a couple of these ones. So both from the same artist. You can see it looks like a pencil sketch. Very good art. Very good. And it's almost got an Egyptian feel to it. With the massive pointy features. You've got these sketches around the side as well. So you've got the one with the dog down there. You've got, is it Chibi? Chibi down here, which is quite cute. Chibi, is it? Corrected by the wife, as per usual. And then carrying the big boulder there. On this side, it's a full body view. So I'm pretty sure it's the same artist. Yeah, it's the same. Very human torso again, so take the head off there. That is basically human, apart from the feet. But wonderful use of gold and blue. The head is brilliantly designed, it looks amazing. But I don't see it as how the Chee look. It doesn't look like a Chee to me. But does it look like a Chee to you? That's what matters, because we all interpret writing differently. So a lot of you, I'm sure this artist did, would see the Chee like this, and I think it's a great design. Yeah, I can appreciate it. Next up is this one. Similar in a way. similar body, different head, but it's got the ears, but they're more a more alien shape. It's got this thing coming out of the back of its head like a hood on a cobra or something. And here's the interlocking bits. So it's got a blue interlocking across its body. Bit more alien in structure than the previous one. Bit simpler as well, more minimalist. The eyes are more alien. So it's a much more alien design, even if it's quite a similar one. And I appreciate that. I still don't see the Chee like that, though. I think that my version of the Chee still looks like this one. This is the closest it comes for me. And then I think we're moving on to the TV series depiction as a final roundup. Usually I do the official images first, but the official images of the Chee from the TV series were very nondescript, very fleeting, and covered up with the actor of Eric, basically. So we've got a couple of images. So this. Now, what do you make of this? You've got a close-up of the head as well. And where I said earlier, you remember this one here? Oh, not that one. With the teeth and the almost skull-like look to it. Why I said it was inspired by the TV series version. Look here. It's got jagged teeth and bumpy features and big pupilless eyes. And even on this, the larger body, it almost just looks like a rib cage in the middle here. Like a skeleton. Unfortunately, the TV series didn't give us that much, and I think I know why. Because there was a T-Rex suit used at one point. And you can almost see that it's... Has it been reused in some way? It certainly looks like it up here. Like they've just reused a costume, changed it up a bit, dented it a bit here and there, put these big fly eyes on it. I don't think this is how the Chee look to me. I don't know what's with the massive bug eyes. You can even see it's almost like fly's eyes on here. Big, jagged T-Rex-like teeth. And this rib cage going on. But the TV series deliberately makes things hard to see because it knows it's got a bad budget, and it's probably wise on their part to keep things sort of obscure, sort of out of the way. And I think that's what they've done here. But that's as much as we get. Well, we do get, I think, a foot as official artwork in the books, but we don't get a full picture. Then again, I'm from the UK, and our books didn't have the inside covers. I'm collecting them, but I haven't seen any Chee in them yet. Who knows, maybe I'm wrong, but this is as close as we come to seeing a full-body Chee in official Animorphs stuff, anything. So out of all of these designs, brilliant designs, the lot of them. I wouldn't have chosen them if they weren't great bits of artwork, fascinating stuff. I think this one is my pick. This is... Not to say it's the best piece of artwork. I think it's probably up there personally. Not because of the quality of the artwork, but this is how I see them depicted in my head as I'm reading the books. And that's what this series of videos is all about. So we've done the Andalites, we've done Hork-Bajir, Taxxons, Yeerks. Now we've done the Chee. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my choice there. What will we do next? We could even move on to characters. Videos on how do you see characters. Are there many... I was interested the other day in... Hold on a minute. How many depictions of David are there out there? Have there been many drawings of David? Because I certainly haven't seen... I don't think I've even seen like one or two. And maybe I've seen them fleetingly, but... Yeah. Maybe I should do one of these for David. That'd be interesting. Or I could go for another alien race. Something like the Skritnar. Or whatever, the Arn, or Graffin's Children, or whatever. Leave your suggestions below, and we'll do another one of these videos, hopefully soon. So thank you very much for watching. How do you see the Chee? Out of all these images, tell me in the comments below, or tell me if there's another one that you've found that better describes how you see the Chee in your head. Thank you very much for watching. I shall see you next time. Ta-ra.